we are going to have lots and lots of tomatoes and peppers and mint and flowers, herbs. What else is Cruzy and I growing? Watermelon, cucumber, okra. We're gonna give it lettuce a try, but we might have ran out of time for lettuce. But I didn't get all of this stuff cleaned out of here, but well, I can't. The little blue pots, they have mint in them from previous years, so but everything else needs to be dumped and composted so they're ready for fresh soil. But I am so excited to have gotten this much done. I really didn't expect to get this whole east side done as quick as I did. I did have a lot of help though. Just this weekend alone, I had Philip. He was out here, and it was a miracle how quickly he was filling up my little wheelbarrow. And he didn't stick around until the job was completely done, but it did save me a ton of time to finish getting all the gravel down. So I got the gravel down, I got the weed barrier down. It's this piece of property, or this little duck garden, it's not perfect because like it's oddly shaped. You can see it kind of goes downhill and it goes into the ditch, and I'm gonna have a hard time giving up having access to my deck over there, because normally me and Cruzy, we just hop off the little bridge and shoot right on over here. But until I get the chickens completely put up, there's gonna be none of that. We'll have to walk around or use the old vintage bridge, which is fine, but you gotta hang on because it's got quite the dramatic slope. I gotta transplant these little guys. I thought this one died this winter, but it's got growth down there, so I'm gonna trim off the top if I don't see any more growth on it, and I'm gonna transplant it. I left the tag on there because I'm really bad about remembering what they were, and if it survived the winter, I wanted to replant it, so I will be replanting it. I don't know where. It's pretty soft, even though it's a bush. It's a pretty soft leaf. I think the ducks and chickens and stuff left it alone last year, so I may transplant it to the this the center strip here. I'm gonna landscape it, or continue to landscape it. I'm gonna get rid of the boardwalk. I've made up my mind. I'm not gonna keep my boardwalk. I'm gonna mulch it up pretty good, and I'm gonna keep landscaping it. I'm gonna get some rose bushes and some other things. And when the fencing comes in, I ordered it from Premier One Fencing. It's solar panel or solar fencing. It's a little bit more expensive than the electric one, but I was looking at the electric usage versus the solar usage. So you pay up front a couple of extra $100 for the solar kit, and then you don't have to pay electric anymore. Plus you don't have to worry about, power outages and stuff like that. And it's portable, you can move it. So if I want to move it to the back, I can move it to the back. If I lose power for storm or just whatever, it's solar. But the electric, which is cheaper, and I do have electric at the barn, but the voltage that it pulls off electric, you pay for it in less than a year in just electricity alone, according to the calculator online, based on the voltage that it uses, and then it would be on 24/7. So, if it was just like a nighttime thing, but this will be on forever because I'm planning on putting the chickens and allowing the chickens to have the side of the barn, and around 200 feet from the side of the barn, behind the barn. And I'm going to give my landscape and me a break, and they will be able to free range again this fall, and I will let them have access to the beds to mix up stuff. If I'm not planting, I may try to plant them this winter, may try to grow some broccoli and stuff this fall, and might try a low tunnel where I have my panels, because you know it's already tall enough that I can cover it in plastic and try a low tunnel. So I may do that, maybe a winter project. But my long-term goal for the garden is get the chickens and get them cooped up in the back. It's like 200 foot, so it's not that less of space for them, because those little things, they really don't venture very far past my garden. Like, they might go a little bit to the front yard, but for the most part they stay here all day, and I don't know why, but it drives me nuts. I just want them to go out, go in the yard, go in the ditch, go in the pasture, but they don't. They stay right here. I didn't get the quack house moved. I may be too late to move the quack house since I put the fence up. And it's just zip tied. The fence is just zip tied, so I can take a couple of zip ties off and shimmy the netting up and slide it on out, which I might do, but for now I haven't. But my long-term goal is to get the chickens and get them in the back in their own little run, get me my sanity back, and then get it won't be this year, maybe in the fall, or maybe next year I'll look into a lower fence, something that would keep the geese out. The ducks aren't really the problem, because the ducks don't eat as much foliage as the geese will. The geese are like the goats. They will just eat the garden to the ground. They love soft grasses, and I've tried letting the geese have free reign in the garden, and they will eat cucumbers, leaves. They don't care. They eat all of it. But that's what they do. They graze. But the ducks, on the other hand, I've let them in my garden and I've never had any problems. So I don't mind the ducks in the garden. I can't have the geese in the garden. So I'm still going to have a fence, even though we'll have the chickens cooped up. Or, well, not cooped up, but they'll be in their run. So like a lower fence, something that's a little bit more attractive than the netting. And you can't really see the netting too much, except for like when you're out here in the garden, because it's black, but you can see the posts. So I would like a more attractive alternative, just big enough to keep the geese out, and I guess rabbits and deer, which I don't really have deer down here, but I do have bunny rabbits. But if they went in, all they had to do was nibble on the fence. I haven't had a problem with them to an extent where I've minded sharing with them. Like, I don't have a whole herd of bunnies. And this is my project for this week. I'll be hauling in bags of soil. Walmart's got some soil on sale, so I've just been buying it, and then I'll top it off with some organic stuff and some compost tea, make it all nice and healthy and full of little soil critters, make my plants grow beautiful. I don't know what I'm putting in this bed exactly, but I know the first 2 beds are tomatoes, and this one will probably be peppers. And they're not just tomatoes and peppers. They're going to be tomatoes, sunflowers, basil. So it's like, it'll be a mixed bed, and all of, companion planting. I don't so much do companion planting for the benefits. I like to do the companion planting because it's more attractive. And I don't know how many times I've said this, or if anybody's even paying attention at this point. I don't necessarily garden to eat. I garden because I love to grow things. And Cruzy and I, we love being in the garden, and we love to grow things, and she loves to sprout seeds. She's not much of the worker part. She doesn't enjoy that, but she does love to sprout the seeds, and then she loves to pick the harvest and give it to her little critters and share it with her friends and family. So she enjoys that part, but she, again, doesn't eat much from the garden. And I will eat everything that I grow, but I don't really like to cook. So all the stuff that we grow is like stuff that you can eat fresh and raw. I love eating the like raw peppers and tomatoes, making salsa, and anything that I can make a salad with, or a wrap, spinach, and any of those things. I love teas, so I've got plenty of things to make, like basil teas and sweet pea. Those little purple sweet peas, not peas exactly, but they're little flowers, so you can make teas out of them, and they make your tea purple. So, I mean, who doesn't love purple tea? Anyway, I just wanted to give you guys a little garden update. Crazy's green stalks, kind of neglected it. It's not doing too bad, the ones that she's been catering to. When I say neglect, we just didn't get it out in time, and it wasn't getting a lot of sun because it, a lot of it was lower than the 10. But when we did get it out here, so we're going to reseed hers, and I have yet to seed my green stalk. I don't know what I want to put in it exactly, and I don't know if I want to start from seed or if I want to put my plants in there, because I've got a lot of plants. I'm thinking of putting some petunias in it, and trying petunias, because petunias are so thirsty. I can never keep petunias looking nice for very long, and since the green stalks have the water reservoir, you water them from the top and it goes all the way through, I think that might help me. I don't really know for sure, but I think it would help me. It's either going to be like a mix of herbs and flowers, or I'm just going to designate it all to lettuce and or salad type things. I haven't decided. I have time. I have plenty of time. It's not even May yet. I'm not putting in my tomatoes yet. I looked at the 10-day forecast, and it had a couple 40-degree nights, like really low, like low 40s. That's not good for tomatoes. It'll stump them really bad. And you can put them in. You totally can put them in, and you can baby them, and you can put row covers and stuff over the top of them. I don't want to do that. I'm not out of space, so I'm not rushing. I know one week isn't going to, get me June tomatoes, so I'm not worried about it. If it's May before I can put my tomatoes in, then it's May. I don't want to do all that work and go get all those seeds, and they're so pretty. The seeds are just gorgeous. I don't want to do all that work and then put them out here, and then to save them, I'm constantly like out here every morning taking the covers off, and every night putting the covers back on. I don't want to have to do that. And it's fine if it's just like 1 or 2 tomatoes, but we're going to have, I think there's like 12 to 14 different varieties, and I'm going to plant 2 of each varieties of tomatoes, and at least 2 varieties of all the pepper plants for sure. I don't know what kind of tomato I like. I don't know if I like yellow tomatoes or pepper or purple tomatoes. I don't know if I like really sweet tomatoes or more acidic tomatoes. I don't know. I've just always went down to the nursery and just bought 4 or 5 tomatoes that they had, and they all just sort of tasted the same, and they make great salsa. But I'm looking for something that makes, like the little cherry tomatoes, that makes great, salad toppers or sandwich toppers. I want to find the tomato that I love to have just like a tomato sandwich with, or I don't know what I like, and I'm going to find out this year. So hopefully I get my irrigation figured out, because I haven't figured out how I'm going to irrigate this yet. I'm getting my irrigation figured out, and I don't have some weird surprise last May, 10th frost that just does us all in, because I'm excited this year. I've never had this extensive set of a garden, and it is my heart right now. I'm in my feels about it. I think about it all the time, and I get really frustrated. Don't mind this is the last little pile of lumber left, and I have 1 or 2 more projects to finish inside the barn, and then I won't have any more eyesores. But anyway, I get frustrated when I spend most of my time helping Cruz, going behind Cruz with her animals and her chores, and I try not to do those things for her, because that's her chores. I want her to do, as much as she can herself. And if it's things like, lifting heavy waterers and stuff like that, I do that. I'll pull out all the waterers and scrub them down and disinfect them. And I do that as it needs to be done. And I don't mind that, but I want her to come in and, do what she's supposed to do. And then I want to come home and know that she's doing her chores and her animals are being taken care of, and I'll run through and do the babies, the brooders and stuff like that. And then I want to come out here and I want to garden. I want to get my beds ready and I want to dream, and I want to be outside and I don't want to be cooped up, because I'm cooped up all day long, and I'm happiest when I'm outside doing something. I told my husband that this was probably my last year for like a really big project, and next year it's going to be so much easier, because the beds are going to be ready. I may have to top off with some compost when that's expected, and do a little cleaning, and but I don't have any big projects planned, and I like that. I've always had some kind of big project going on, and I don't have that. And he told me that I was full of it, that I will always come up with something, and I will never be finished. Oh, it's a soft egg. So, what causes that?
Calcium deficiency. Are you making a Facebook thing?
I'm trying to. If I like it, I'll post it.
One.
You made one? Oh, did you go live?
No.
No, you just made a video?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, why your bird eggs might have a soft shell.
Yes, that's very good. Do you eat that?
We don't.
We don't eat that.
No.
Why? Why wouldn't we want to eat that?
because it would probably be rotten.
Well, my best.
They don't really have anything to protect them from germs.
Exactly. It's not rotten, but
it's really fun to play with them too.
Well, I'm not gonna stand too close to you, because that's gonna be the grossest water balloon you've ever popped.
Oh, ow.
Well, go find Scoby Boy, crack it open, and let him eat it.
Okay.
He will be so happy.
You want me feeding it to him?
I can if you want me to. I'm just taking up Facebook space. You put June in your Facebook? Is he coming to see you? Oh, hi June. You coming to see Cruz? When they say that ducks don't know their names, people have not owned Muscovies. They are some of the sweetest, most friendliest birds.
Not you, Rose.
Poor Rose. The old rooster. Rose? Oh no, Rose. Rose got it.
No, Rose.
June's. You'll have to put it down or he won't eat it. He won't eat out of your hand. He's not like Scoby Boy was.
Squeeze it all out.
There you go. That is just the grossest thing I think I've ever seen. She'll eat it. She's like, oh, this is good. Alrighty. And now he'll get it. He likes his egg. Oh, what's going on over there? He's like, no, you can't have my dinner. Alrighty, I'm gonna go. Let June finish his dinner. I got my pots out. A coworker of mine this past winter, he got me a couple of these, and it took me a long time to warm up to him. And when I finally warmed up to him, we actually became pretty good friends. And then, well, when he passed, I have those two pots to sit out, and I'm gonna miss him. Matt. Mm-hmm. He was our applicator at work. He was with us for a few years, and It took me a while to warm up to him, but once I did, it was really sad. But I have those pots, and I usually don't decorate too much, but I'm gonna try my best and put them to good use, so that when I see them, I can think of those that we've had and we've lost. I'm gonna go in. What are you doing? Why is your face in there? Put your face away. I'm gonna show them one. Oh.
Are we giving them a tour?
No, I wanted to show my plants.
Oh, I can do that too.
Look. You can see them through the window.
I can show can I show my plants too?
Let's see. Here we go.
Beautiful. We got our tomatoes over
See
here.
little peppers.
My mom and her tomato obsession.
See, we had some little bitty tomatoes. So
yeah,
I got.
My mom has a tomato obsession.
I do not have a tomato obsession.
You do.
I have a plan. I
literally mentioned
to
it
taste.
like 25 times when we were sorting them.
Yes.
Yeah, our plants are finally growing from that live that we did.
Yes, they're doing so
We were doing
good.
a live with the seeds.
And this petunias. So I'll probably put. I don't know. I'm growing all my petunias myself. Oh my gosh, the hollyhocks. There's a whole row of hollyhocks, and they are
Where's
doing.
that one?
They're doing so good.
No, where's that one that was doing super good?
Oh, they're all doing really good.
No, the one that was doing better before all the others.
They are ready. They are ready, but we can't plant them just yet because I'm watching the forecast.
Yeah. We got a big storm.
Some of them are like, look how thick that is. That is so good for just being in a south-facing window. I'm so pleased with it. Look at these naughty chicks. I thought you was going to put a board where they couldn't escape.
No, I said that we.
If anybody needs any blue, or no, they're black australorps.
Crazy.
We've got a couple. And my shishito peppers. I love the shishito peppers. Oh my gosh, and this, you guys, this is a row of basil, purple basil and regular basil. And I have been over here probably 3 or 4 times a day just putting my whole face. If you guys ever come over and you're just watching me put my face in these basils,
it's because they smell
they smell so good.
But I can't really
and some
smell
lemon.
it over your coffee.
My lemon bulb. Oh yeah, I had to have a cup of coffee and walk around the garden. Yes. If you guys don't have your tomatoes and pepper plant spot yet, hit us up. We will pick out whatever you want.
We have way too many. So.
We don't have way too many. We have plenty for ourselves. We have
an
plenty
obsession.
to share. And if I have any left over, we're planning on going to
I don't think we're getting rid of this.
the market the first weekend of May.
Not getting rid of that one.
That
Look how
one.
good they're doing.
Oh, look
Look how thick that stem is.
he is doing great, isn't he?
Hello.
So yeah. Anyway, we have lots of peppers and tomatoes, and we have lots of everything else, but mostly tomatoes and peppers.
Egg.
A goose egg.
A goose egg.
So if anybody wants any pepper plants or tomato plants, or you need some, or you want to learn to garden, or you want a little salsa garden, or you just want a couple of plants, you want us to pick you out some plants, you tell us what you like. If you like sweet tomatoes, or if you like more acidic tomatoes, if you like hot peppers or real mild peppers, or peppers with no heat, we have jalapenos. So we have peppers with no heat. Nada pinos, as in no heat jalapenos. We have those. We have the shishito peppers, and they have just a very mild.
We have tomatoes.
Well, yeah, we have tomatoes. We have
Too
so
many
many tomatoes.
tomatoes.
I love going outside and looking in and seeing all of these plants.
Oh, Mom.
Yes.
Have you showed them? I forgot his name.
Oh, yeah. Marty got moved outside.
Beautiful.
Got a bath. He's living his best life in the greenhouse
She gave him a shower.
barn.
Now he's dripping all over the table.
All right, you guys.
But I thought we were going to give him a tour of my plants.
Give him a tour of your plants.
My plants.
Where's your plants at?
Out there.
Oh, your green stalks.
Yeah.
Oh, well, lead the way.
Plants.
Lead the way. We're going on 24 minutes. If anybody makes it to the end of this video of our non-stop rambling of chickens, ducks, and gardening, they are our true friends. Me and Cruz, as long as I'm not losing my crap at chore time, we get along really well. We have a lot of similar interests. I am more focused and task driven. My Cruzy is more.
Start from the top.
I need to go on the other side because of the sun. Alrighty, there you go.
Okay, so right here, so these two we have my dandelions. They're doing pretty good.
Got some dandelions. Oh, you got some dandelions in there. All right. Okay.
And then in these two I have some of my St. John's wort. I don't really think, no, there's no St. John's wort in there, but we have one little one right there.
Oh, look at that one. They took a long time to
They're
sprout,
so
didn't
tiny.
they?
Yeah. And then on this side we have my clover, and my clover's doing amazing. See? They already got their 3 leaves, and they're doing really good.
Did I do this for you?
What?
Did I plant all these seeds for you?
No?
No, I didn't. They're all yours, right?
No, you didn't plant my seeds. There's gnats everywhere.
What are you doing? Yeah, gnats are part of it.
And then over here I
What's
have
that?
my bok choy.
Bok choy.
It's a purple lady bok choy, so they're gonna be purple. I love purple.
Nice.
It's beautiful. And here, I guess I'll just.
Who do you have right there growing?
I have my.
Oh, we were here.
I have my lavender ice.
Oh, she's got her lavender. My lavender smells so good right now.
I have one lavender ice. Just
Oh,
one
well.
little one. Yeah. It's doing good though.
It's doing good though. What do you have down there?
Let me finish
Oh,
this. I have
sorry.
where my lavender is supposed to be, but I don't think it's gonna sprout because they haven't even.
Maybe they
There's
like
just
warmer
nothing.
temperatures.
Probably.
Yeah. Okay.
There's just nothing. And then I'm gonna head back over to this side, and in these two, I have a wildflower mix. Because my school gave me some. Our school gave us two seed packets each, and a kid gave me his, and I had 2 extras, so I just planted them in these.
Aw, what you got there? Is that your wildflower
Actually,
mix?
I planted one of the packets in there,
Okay.
and I still had leftover. And I still had some leftover. I gave
Alright.
my mom the other packet.
Oh, you got some calendula? Oh,
Mom.
lettuce. There's nothing in there.
Yeah, because you.
Oh, that's
destroyed
right.
all of
It had got leggy because we didn't. That's okay though. What do you got there?
My cabbage. You can't even see the tag thing. My cabbage is doing really good.
Yeah, the lettuce got a little bit too leggy because it was on the very bottom and
They're really
it
different kind of.
could not get enough sun. So I did.
the other
I did
three
take her
mostly
lettuce and give it to the ducks or
She
something.
stole them.
What do you
And
have?
then down here I have my calendula.
Yeah, see, that's what I said. That we got a little leggy, but your other calendula looks good. We just need to reseed them. We have lots of seeds.
These two, these are my salvia sage. They're doing pretty good. And then over here I have my mint. Still hasn't sprouted.
Still hasn't sprouted your mint.
Actually, there's one dead mint.
There's one dead mint.
Yeah,
I bet
dead
Peppa
mint.
would enjoy eating it.
I used a lot of these for plant magic, I guess.
Yes.
Plant magic.
Yep. All right. Well, thank you for your green stalks tour. You're quite the little farmer.
You showed them then?
Yeah. I've talked about our
Talk
onions.
about how we're gonna have strawberries this summer.
I have not. I haven't bought the strawberries yet.
We still have strawberries coming.
Yeah, I didn't see them.
Yeah, they might not come back, but we had some.
We had some, but then we redid the beds and I moved the
One
soil.
Strawberry. I got to eat one strawberry.
So we have onions and garlic in the same bed, but I don't know how to tell the difference until it's time to, I guess,
This is all
harvest.
onions.
Is it all onions?
Yeah, this is all onions.
All onions?
That has garlic.
This one has garlic.
That
Do you know which one is the garlic?
I have no idea. Dig them up.
No, don't dig them up.
Maybe you can smell them.
Do you think so?
Yeah, I can't smell it because it's too cold.
No.
Too cold
I
out
didn't-
here and I have a stuffy nose.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Are you excited about planting?
I still have a bunch of different plants to plant.
Yes, me too. So that's why I was hoping to get a lot of stuff done, and then this weekend I get
I have,
as much done as I could.
I have a lot of mine to plant because they're going to like warm weather. So, still waiting for all this coldness that we all hate to get over with.
Yep.
I don't like it. I'm going back.
All right, go back in the barn. Thank you for your help. Okay, you guys. Cruzy, my little helper. I didn't keep it together this weekend. I did end up losing my crap once.
Actually,
Oh, what do you have?
baby cypress trees.
We've already talked about
The
you.
school gave us some cypress trees.
We'll go put them in there and wet their rag again until we get a bucket to plant them in. Anyway,
My school gave us some cypress trees.
I had one goal. I had several goals this weekend, and I had a task list. I kind of got off the task list, but I'm still pretty happy with what I got done. I did not build the gates. Still didn't build the gates. Maybe one day. I only have 2 left anyway. But one of my goals is to keep it together and not lose my crap. Well, I did end up losing my crap on Friday. Cruz kept disappearing, and I couldn't find her, and she wouldn't answer her tablet. And she was just in the house, but I needed to make sure she got her chores done. Well, she didn't get her chores done. She would do a few chores, and then she would get distracted, and then she would forget she was doing her chores, and then she would just go in the house. So I kept having to go in the house and get her, and I was trying so hard to get these beds planted, and I lost my crap. And then she was like, Mom, you told me I could go in when I got my stuff done. And I was like, yeah, well, was your stuff done? She goes, well, I thought it was done, so I went in. So I shouldn't have lost my crap because she thought her stuff was done. I did apologize. I always apologize because I try to keep it together. I get so frustrated chasing her down, or I guess I get annoyed too when she won't answer her tablet. But we do good. We work well together. We work very well together. As long as I can keep my patience. But we did really good this weekend, and we're excited, and I hope everybody else is gearing up and getting as excited about their gardens and their chicks and their ducks. I don't go on too much about the ducks and chickens. That's really it's Cruzy's things. She loves those things. And that's why we got the chicks and ducks, is because I've always wanted to grow stuff and landscape, and she wanted to add a mix of her own into it. And I found out that I can garden with ducks, and I love the ducks. I'll probably never get rid of the ducks, but I don't mind having the chickens as long as I can keep them out of my space. There's a few chickens that I really do enjoy. I like them. They have really cool personalities, but I don't enjoy sharing my yard with them. They're very destructive. They don't mean to be, but they start scratching, and then the next thing you know, they've dug a canyon, and your tree is gonna fall over because they've completely uprooted it. Well, anyway, you guys, I'm gonna say goodbye. Thanks for hanging out with us. I hope to see everybody soon. If you need anything, hit us up. If we don't have it, we can usually send you in the right direction. Happy hatching. Get dirty.